Hi guys, today is such an exciting day. We are going to build all the units for the big blue bus, and we are also going to try to sleep in it for the very first time to test it out. So stay tuned because you'll not know this van by the end of the video. We have got our wood and it's time to start building all the units in the van. By the end of this video, the big blue bus is going to look like a proper camper van. I'm so excited, and at the same time, it's really hard to plan in advance. What do we want? How many drawers? Where do we want them? Very hard to visualize all the storage. And we also have to be very careful and not make any mistakes and measure everything like a million times before cutting. So let's get working and let's get cracking on with the big blue bus because we have a deadline to meet. And yeah, we need to make this ferry and get everything done before summer so we can actually travel and enjoy this van after working for so many hours in it. Shane always says that the wiring is his favourite part of the build, but for me, although I really like the wiring as well, because you can have power all of a sudden in the van, for me, one of my favourite parts has to be building all the units, because it's what makes the van feel like a proper home. I'm just in the van, and for some reason, the flies still love this ceiling. So I think it's the linseed oil. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flies, 6 on the roof. I hope it goes away once the linseed oil sort of settles. I hope that it's not as attractive. So to build the units, we have just got 3 sheets of 15mm of MDF and 1 sheet of 12mm of MDF as well. We've got some drawer runners and some hinges. Shane is just away to get some more wood. And once he's back, we are ready to rock. So guys, we are making a lot of progress. We have cut all the sheets, well, almost all the sheets that we need for the main bench and also for the kitchen. So to try to cut down on weight, because MDF is quite heavy and the price of wood is like too high. How much was the other?
€220 for a sheet of laminate birch ply. So this is moisture resistant MDF.
Yeah.
So it should be okay for the build. It's what we have in Fergus.
To cut down on weight, we are going to be putting one of these lats, well, 4 of them, on each corner. So we're not going to have a base but to hold everything together. We're just going to have these running across. So we're just cutting out the notches in the middle gable to be able to have these running across. So Shane has this all ready.
Let's go.
Everything's marked out. We're making so much progress. I'm so happy. So guys, now that we have the main structure of the units cut, it's time to put it together. So we have the pinner here, we have some glue as well. So let's get putting all this together. It should be quick enough and it's going to feel like a lot of progress. So let's get going. And here's Shane, my assistant. Where were you?
Getting nails.
You keep leaving me here doing all the work.
Oh, sorry. So guys, this is basically going to be the length of our kitchen. Apart from a little bit of a pop-out worktop. We're just getting this all framed up and we can get it set into the van and we can see what it's like.
So guys, the kitchen in the big blue bus is going to be quite big. It's going to be like 1,350mm and I'm literally like inside it. So to try to cut down on weight, we are putting these slats on every corner between the MDFs and we are gluing them, pinning them and screwing them so it's not going anywhere and it's going to be a really sturdy kitchen.
So this is going to be the whole entire length of our unit. We're going to have doors here, maybe drawers, more drawers, more drawers.
We're going to have 3 450s and then a lift up worked up here.
And a tall unit up there.
Right here. You say it in a second because we're going to fly.
Yeah, you just go that way. Right? And I'll copy you then.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. And just like that, we have the skeleton of our main kitchen. Now we have to put the gable and then...
The gable? No. The middle one. But we don't have to, we're not put the middle one in yet.
Okay.
Because we can put that in at any time.
Yeah.
So if you want a wider cupboard.
Yeah, because we have to take into account the sink and the hob because they go down. So, do we do the toilet seat now?
Yeah, well, we're going to do this. And then we're going to put it in the van.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, seeing that in the van. Because right here it looks huge. But like, good huge. Just watch that there. We have this here as well. Nice! Look at this, cooking with the view.
And you can still get in and out.
Yeah. So this is going to be the like auxiliary sliding door. We're not going to be using it much, but if we need to, this lift up worktop will be down and we can still squeeze in and out, but the main door is going to be the other one. This is nice, isn't it?
That's a good height.
I like how we can still make the most of this double sliding door and still have a big worktop. I don't know if I like that.
No?
It's too high.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Oh, right, okay.
So I know, guys, there's been a lot of progress. I'd say you're in shock.
With the help of my dad, we have been getting the kitchen all ready. It is going off to the sprayer tomorrow, so that is what we're doing right now. We're getting everything sanded, getting everything ready, strip it off, get it sprayed, get it back, and get this van finished.
Leave down in the comments what colour you would go for. And don't skip the video. Let us know what you go for. And here we have our worktop. We got it in IKEA and we've cut it to size, have clipped the edges and are just waiting for it to sit. So once the kitchen comes back from spraying, we'll just cut the hole for the hob and the sink, and that'll be the kitchen practically finished. We are flying with this van built now.
So we didn't show all the process of making the kitchen because it was just a lot of noise, dust and everything. But once we have the whole kitchen made and put in, we will show you what we have done to the kitchen. It's looking pretty good, and we have a hell of a lot of storage compared to Fergus, so that's going to be good, and it's going to make living in this van so much easier.
I honestly don't know what we're going to do with all the storage that we're going to have in the big blue bus. Like,
No, I know what's going to happen.
You're going to fill it up.
You're going to take unnecessary stuff that we do not need, and we're
No, because we're used to traveling in Fergus. We know what the essentials are, you know.
Yeah, but you seem to think that you need to take the kitchen sink with you.
Right, so we leave Shane there. Yeah, so we're going to have like 3 or 4 times the amount of storage we have in Fergus. I'm not even exaggerating. So it's going to be so cool. I'm so looking forward to taking the big blue bus out on a big trip this summer.
Over the last couple of days, we have been flat out getting this kitchen made. With the help of my dad, we have finally got it finished, and now this is what it looks like. It is all ready to go to the painter. We were going to paint it ourselves, but we would get a better finish if somebody sprayed it, so that is what we were going for. This is our whole entire kitchen. We have tall units, drawers, cupboards. We have a big unit there. We have more units there. There is going to be a ton of space inside this van. Can't wait to see what it's going to be like in the next couple of days once it gets painted. But let us know what you think.
So there's not much more we can do today. So let's go into the big blue bus because we are going to test it out.
We are inside the big blue bus. It is looking pretty good right now with the whole roof and everything done.
There's less flies already, so
yeah.
The linseed oil is fading away.
When we put the linseed oil, the van was covered in flies. Now there still does be a few flies, but not as bad. But in today's video, as you can probably tell by the title, we are going to be sleeping inside the big blue bus for the very first time. Now you might think there's no bed or there's no mattress. That is about to change. We're going to set up the bed really quickly, and we have a special delivery, so let's go get it, put it into the van and see what it's like.
So first things first, before we put the bed up, we have to clean, because as ever the big blue bus is just full of tools, full of everything. It's always so satisfying to watch other people do their work. Good going, Shane, you're doing a brilliant job of sleeping.
Thank you. I wouldn't be able to do it unless you supervised.
I know. So the big blue bus is now ready for the big delivery. Let us show you our amazing mattress. I'm so excited about this.
Okay guys, so as you guys know, we've already put the legs and everything in for the bed. We were going to put our lats up on top of it, but we have decided that that's probably not the best idea because we are losing so much space. So we are going to be cutting them in the future and putting them in here. That's going to lower the bed by 2 inches, giving us more headroom. But for the purpose of today's video, we're just going to leave them the way it is. And I think this is the one Annie's cut, and it's perfectly cut.
There you go.
There you go. So
this is going to be so cool. Wait until you see the mattress. It's going to be such a difference. Like, Fergus is very comfy, but because it's a rock and roll bed, you do feel sometimes, especially like around your hips or your elbow, like the lines where the 3 bits join. But with this here, it's going to be like, that's it, Shane's going to sleep better here than at home.
of course, precision engineering. Okay, so now that these lats are in, we're supposed to have another one, but it's already cut to length, so we can't really use it for today's video. but we would have lats going across here, but we are just going to put timber on it for tonight, get the mattress on it and test it out. So let's get the timber. Give me a hand.
Yep.
Peace. Isn't that perfect?
That is.
Okay, that is our makeshift bed for tonight. So I think the only thing we have to do next is go get the mattress.
Yeah, because we're not sleeping on this.
No.
It's gonna fall on the chickens. Okay.
Okay, how do we get this mattress in?
I'm shaking my head. That's really... Look at that. Oh, shit, you're pushing me.
Sorry. So guys, the big blue bus finally has a bed. And I want to give a huge shout out to one of our amazing subscribers. They kindly reached out to us and they have a company, 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧, and they have kindly given us this mattress to test out in the big blue bus. By the looks of it, it is going to be absolutely amazing, but you're going to have to stick around until tomorrow until we find out what it's really like. So far it fits like an absolute dream.
So good, it's been cut to shape. Shane.
All we had to do was give this guy the measurements and he cut everything to shape, the quality of the mattress, everything.
There's 3 layers in it, like it's comfier than the one in the house.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So when we were in Fergus, I struggled to get Annie up in the mornings. I don't know what it's going to be like right now with this really comfy mattress.
I am not a morning person.
Even down here at the corner of the van where it curves in, they have cut out the angles perfectly. Everything fits like a charm.
So good.
Now all we have to do is show you where we are parked up. We have found an amazing park up for tonight's video.
Park for night, hidden gem.
Let me show you where we're parked up.
So let us show you this park up that we have found in Ireland. It's so cool. There's only one other van. They look a bit weird. Is that there? It feels like we're out in the van. It's just like getting a little bit closer to actually enjoying the big blue bus after months of working in it. You look massive.
If you haven't guessed already, we're outside our house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not a hidden gem. It's not in park for night. It's our backyard.
So we actually forgot the bed sheets and we had to run home and get them.
How long did that take?
Like 30 seconds, not even. We had to go back home.
We had to get our bed clothes. Jump in the bed, see what you think of it.
Also, they're not going to open the back doors because we have a security system installed.
This van's like Fort Knox.
Whoa. Right. Night. Are we livid? Oh, this is so
Wrong light.
cozy.
Sorry.
Oh god. This mattress is so comfy, honestly.
I'll dim these lights. Oh, would you look at that, eh?
This is so cool.
The van is really starting to take shape.
Oh, we need to put this here.
I know, we haven't put that up yet. I can't find the clips. They're here somewhere.
That's great.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult tonight because, as you guys know, it's May and at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's pure bright outside. So it's going to be a struggle.
For you, because a bomb could land here and it wouldn't wake me up.
No. So we're going to have to close the blinds and everything, make this our home. Nobody around now. Just being able to stand up inside the back of the van and not having to be crouched down like we were in Fergus, and if we are parked up in Europe somewhere and there's loads of mosquitoes out, we can have our skylight open with the fly net on, nothing's going to get in. We can walk around. Like that time we were in France and we couldn't even open the roof because there's that many mosquitoes outside. It was torture. So this is going to be good. And also the weather in Ireland right now is so warm. Like
Fortune.
I came into the van earlier on and our air fan said it was 31 degrees inside the van. So once we turned it on, leave it for 10 minutes, the van was down to 23 degrees. So that's going to be pretty good when we are in Europe and we are sweating. We can turn it on and cool down nice and quick.
It honestly feels like we are parked up somewhere. This is so
Are you
cool.
going to get out of the bed?
Do I have to?
No.
No. So we've gone for a medium to firm mattress and the sizes are 1,840 long ways, and sidewise is 1,290. So it's a lot bigger than in Fergus as well, because sometimes when we're in Fergus and it's very hot, there's not enough room so that we can cool down, especially Shane. He gets very, very hot when we're out in Spain. He's not made for it. So yeah, this van, oh my god, it honestly feels like we are camped out somewhere. And when the kitchen and all the bits come back from being sprayed next week, then it's just, I'm gonna be ready to hit the road, even though this is not converted into a camper van yet. So at the minute the bed is higher than what it's actually going to be once we put it into place, but this is the amount, how much headroom we have, which is quite a lot, because then obviously we're going to have more once we put it into place properly and it's going to be lowered. We are no giant, which is really good because we can sleep this way and without adding any of those, you know, panels that you add on to get extra room. So no giants, which comes so handy for when living in a van, especially in Fergus as well. Really convenient. We are not going to put anything on this side, we're just going to panel it, but we're not going to put any shelves or anything. And here at the bottom of the bed is where we are going to have our cupboards for our clothes. It's going to be our wardrobe. So the wardrobe in this van is going to be like twice the amount of storage we have in Fergus, even probably per person. Honestly, we have so much storage in this van. We're probably not going to fill it up because we're used to traveling with the most essentials. So in this van we're going to have room for even an e-bike, like it's luxury.
So guys, it is currently like 10:30, still bright outside, but it is time to go to bed. We are going to sleep like babies in the new van. Which lights is it? So I'm going to turn off the lights, jump into bed, and we'll catch you in the morning.
It's always the other one.
Wrong lights. Good night, guys. Good morning, guys. What a night. This mattress is so comfy. We are going to sleep like two logs in the van.
I was actually thinking we could take this one into the house.
I know, it's unreal.
It's so good, honestly.
So we're definitely going to have, just picture, parked up in the Pyrenees, rain beating off the roof, this comfy bed, skylight above us. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. The only problem is we have no curtains for the front of the van, and at like 4:30 it was just like this. So this is the hard bit of it, and the van is actually quite warm because it's like 20 something degrees already. It's 22 degrees inside the van, so it's a pretty warm van. So let's get on with the rest of the day and let's show you what around the van and what we were planning on doing.
This is going to be our first time seeing like all the pieces of the puzzle put together, so it's going to be good to see if the design that we've come up with actually works and we like it. Here's a worktop.
No, we are missing a few bits and pieces of it, but
it's nice.
So this gap right here that I'm coming through is pretty tight, but we left it like that because this van is double sliding door. This is going to be our main door, but if we need to, we still can get by here. That's why we just left this little gap, but we're not losing our worktop space. We have a little extender that we can have more worktop space when we're not using it. So let's get this covered in, see what it's like. Test this out. Slight technical difficulty here at the moment. We didn't have the worktop when we were building this unit, so we had to just put something in place that was something similar. Turns out we were like a mil too high on this. So back to the workshop.
It's such a good job that we were trying to put everything together because this was going to go to the sprayer tomorrow. So
it was going to go yesterday.
Well, yeah, it was going to go yesterday and then he rang saying leave it up on Monday. So yeah, oh my god, good job we spotted that. So that is that all sanded. It should only be a mil or two, so let's go see does it fit. Fingers crossed. Good job we checked it before we went to the sprayer because it would have been awkward trying to get it back in once it's all spread. So let's go. There we go. So guys, if you have made it this far in the video, comment down below the big blue bus just to give this channel a little bit of support. So in Fergus we have our fridge underneath our kitchen, but that takes up a lot of space, and in this van we wanted to utilise as much space as we could. So underneath the bed is where we're going to be putting our fridge. So basically this is where it's going to sit. You're going to be able to open it from here and then turn around and do all your cooking.
And our wastewater tank, we have that made. We'll have to show you that in a bit. That is going underneath the van, and our fresh water tank is going to go in the back of this cupboard right here. And there is a reason for that, and I'll show you that around this side. So we are going with the same water tank we have in Fergus. It's like a 25-litre tank, and that is just going to sit there. So when we are at a campsite or an air or one of those stations in Europe, we just have to get outside the van, pick it up like this, go fill up our water, come back, pop it in place, and that's all we have to do. We don't have to go looking for hoses or anything. We just literally take our tank with us. We are going to carry a spare one with us in the boot, so once we run out of 25 litres of this water, we'll switch around to the other one. So that's going to be where our water tank sits. This is going to be our wastewater tank. Now this might look like a funny tank, a funny shape, but we actually got this made. So what we did was we made a template out of wood that fits underneath this van, sent it away to a crowd, and they've come back with this plastic tank. Now, if my calculations are right, it's probably 54 litres of wastewater. So there's plenty of wastewater. And on the end of it, you have this little valve. You open up, you can empty out your water. So that is going to be sitting underneath the van, so we don't have to go carrying our wastewater anywhere. It's all going to be there. To me, to you, to me. This today.
Okay.
Or this.
So guys, the final piece is in the van, and although it doesn't look like the most exciting part, it actually is, because it's divided into two. So this half here, we're going to have a ton of storage. We're going to have the shoes, anything, because with that much storage, I don't know where we're going to put what. But this section of the box is going to be a shower. We're not 100% sure on the design of it, but we are going to make it work. So you're going to stand here. Obviously you take your cushion out first, and then you stand here, you get the curtain, put it up here in hooks, and then have your shower, whatever, and then step out, let it dry, and then once it's all dry, you can actually use it as storage too. And there's going to be a drain that's going to tee into our wastewater tank. So really exciting. Really difficult maybe as well. I don't know. We haven't really started.
It's going to be possible. I'm going to make it work. It's just this van is the medium wheelbase, so we don't have like all that room to put a big massive unit, because I feel like sometimes if you put a big tall unit, it just kills the space inside the van. Now right now, I know we don't have a cushion on this, but right now this van feels like huge. There's so much space.
Yeah, like two people can walk by each other. In other vans, it's like very narrow. When someone wants to get by, they have to,
So there is a ton of storage. There's loads of room to get out of here. That is pretty cool. And it's just nice being able to have a shower inside the van. So if we are parked up somewhere, we can have the doors open and we can have a shower with a view. That's going
and they'll have a view, you too.
They'll have a shock. That's a different story. But the van is looking pretty good. We have to put up our our wall unit right here. That's going to be even more storage. But you might be asking, where are you going to go to the toilet?
Oh yeah.
I'll show you. As I just mentioned, this is the medium wheelbase van, so there is not a ton of room to put like big units for bathrooms or showers or anything. So that is why we have this. This here, right, is the 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧. That is our compost toilet. We're just going to leave that sitting in there. When we need it, we can pull it out, and Annie can stand outside the van whenever we need to.
We are going to box it in or something. It's not just going to sit there like that.
We're going to have a little box, we front on it, so whenever we need it, open the door, pull it out, and that's going to be our toilet. We just didn't want to kill the space of the van having a big, massive unit. So that's going to work out well. We're going to have a toilet, our shower, storage, loads of solar, our fridge, water tanks, wastewater tanks, big kitchen, load of light, our fan. That is amazing. So this fan is going to look pretty cool.
So guys, this is going to be the end of this week's video. We are going to send all of our units off for spraying, and in the meantime we are going to paint the walls, finish the paneling, we're going to get our lino, get our carpet, loads left to do, but it's really coming together. So drop down in the comments which colour you would use for the walls and what you think of our layout, and until then we'll catch you next week. Bye!